involved in the decision about the lunchroom?
I was not.
All right. Do you know who was?
Mr. Moylan, our district administrator who's in charge of buildings and grounds, and then also the representative for the company that actually rents out the facility.
Did you know how much money it costs to improve the lunchroom and how much per TV?
No clue.
No.
Oh, the
Okay.
TVs?
Yeah.
The TVs I think were an internal thing.
Mhm.
I don't think that had anything to do with the remodeling. That was a separate initiative to try to find ways to better communicate with our students, the daily announcements, and other concerns about how do we get information out there for students. As much as we would like to think students access the online announcements, we know that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And we're not going to take instructional time away to have teachers read through a couple pages of announcements. And it's one of the most common areas that students hang out between study halls and lunch, and we want to make sure we're doing what we can to communicate important things.
Okay. I actually don't see that many announcements up there. I more see like lunch meal schedules.
Okay. So you're not seeing the announcements scrolling through? So
I see like
it's supposed to be on
plays
a rotation.
and like lunch things. I don't really see that many announcements on it.
Okay. They're supposed to be scrolling through. There's supposed to be a timed thing where there's a portion of the time that would be for that, and then the announcements are also supposed to be played, so I can look into that.
All right. Were there any other projects that they were looking into besides the lunchroom?
There's a huge list of projects and renovations that are done. There's a process that they go through as a district in each building, and that's where the district coordinator kind of takes a look at what are the projects we need to have happen, what are the safety concerns, what are our financial limitations, and different things like that.
All right. Do you know why the lunchroom won over all the other ones?
There was a bunch of things that were done in our building this last year, so I don't know.
So it wasn't just the lunchroom?
No. There's a lot of rooms that were renovated, new carpeting, new paint, lots of different things and upgrades that were put in there various places. Computer labs were kind of shifted around in technology. There were some things with the wireless internet and all sorts of projects that happen behind the scenes that sometimes aren't as readily observable.
Yeah.
But I don't know what all the factors were that led that to be one of the projects that were done last year.
Yeah, sure.
I think some of it had to do with the structure of the new food service provider and the goal of trying to get students through it quicker and easier. So that's what led to the renovation of the kitchen.
All right, makes sense, yeah.
That's all right. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.